This a long video because I have other things to do today. But this, I never really listened to this video. And this guy, I tell you, 100% rip-off artist. Literally has no confidence in his product whatsoever. Doesn't look that bad. That's not something you want to say when you're doing an installment for a company for anything. For anything. Air conditioning, I don't care what it is, mechanic, whatever it could be. Oh, it sounds, but it doesn't sound that bad. You really want to hear that when somebody's working on your car and make that sound? But because the guy has to be saying something back to him in order for him to say, well, it's a little washed out, but we can still see a little better, but it doesn't look that bad. That's literally what I'm getting out of this. That is absolutely, and it's insane. Well, two problems we have with this video. One, this video right here is claiming to be a part of his 100-inch coating acoustic screen. That's what it's claiming to be. He used these church pictures here, and he put them up in a shopping cart and claimed to have an acoustic screen, which you can see clearly he stole our specification sheet, because again, it doesn't match with anything else he's saying on his page. But anyway, or how it's written correctly. But anyway, in the demonstration, you could see where the guy is really not really feeling it. And if you say in a demonstration, and if you say in an install, it's one thing you say in an install, it doesn't look that bad, that's not good. That's a really bad sign that your screen is having some difficulties and it's failing. And that place isn't fully lit because the guy sat there and said, well, not all the lights are on. Of course, no lights on. Churches are way brighter than that. But you gotta look at this.
You guys, you never turn them on. Pretty nice, huh?
Now look how dark it is. He's saying pretty nice. Look how dark it is right now.
Yes. Yeah.
I was about to switch over to Bluetooth in a few minutes. That's why I paused it. Go back again.
Like a TV. Look. Pretty nice, huh?
You're in the dark. They don't care about that. They have to see that thing operate in a fully lit environment, because the church servants can't be like this at all, period. So they're going to expect that when those lights come on, that it's going to operate the same way that it looks right now.
And I have to calibrate the projector, the colors, all that stuff too.
So what you just said about you have to calibrate all the colors and everything means that anyone using your screen paint automatically has to calibrate because the colors don't come out correctly. This is why we have to do those test demonstrations where we show a white surface, we show everyday black paint versus our surface, we have to show color levels, we do color levels versus certified, we do color levels versus inside, outside, all different types of projectors to show where our color balances lay at. We don't calibrate. You, on the other hand, just mentioned that you have to calibrate, which means anybody using your stuff, and I told you from the door that gray screens can't produce proper color and contrast, and they will lead you to calibrate, which he has to do.
All right. 6. Yes, please. Boom. Boom. Nice. I did say it. Boom. It doesn't wash out. You see this? This is the hybrid mix, guys. The hybrid mix. Come on now.
Now the problem you have here is this is where you miss, Jamie. You lie a lot. Watch this.
Hybrid mix.
These lights are off. Not all the lights are on. Not fully lit environment. I noticed that when I looked at that. There's lights here, right? Well, how come these lights aren't on? Busted. Always busted, buddy. We always catch you. So how come they didn't turn these lights on? They would have these lights on. In a church, all the lights are on. So how come these aren't? These are the ones closer to your screen. These are the ones that are not on.
Come on now.
Which you should have shown. And your environment's dark. Look how dark the environment is where the lights are hitting that. Super dark, as you can see. As a matter of fact, if you look at the gray screen, which the wall is gray, if you notice that it's actually the same color that's reflecting right here as this screen right there. They could have did the same thing if they just hit the wall with it. It's gray. Same color as the screen, which means the gray wall would have did the exact same thing.
Just have to do a little bit of, calibration here and there. And
Yeah, why would you have to calibrate? If your screen doesn't wash out, mind you, one of the problems people have when they have screens in fully lit environments is their screens wash out, and this causes them to have to calibrate the picture. So the fact that you're saying that you have to calibrate means your picture is washed out. If it wasn't washed out, you would have never brought it up in the conversation.
It should be good to go. And we still need another screen.
Wait. Let me see something for a minute. I just saw something.
Now we just have to do a little bit of, calibration here and there, and it should be good to go. Calibration here and there, and
The colors here are the exact same, and they're oversplash hitting the wall. We have an oversplash on one of our screens. You won't be able to see it unless it hits our screen.
it should be
Right there. That's not hitting the screen. That's actually hitting the gray wall behind the screen. Look how the colors are coming up. His screen right here, this is where the border hits right here. So this right here is the settings that's on the projector right here. So that means that's actually hitting the gray wall. And that's hitting the gray wall. That's doing the exact same thing as your screen's doing. So when we do an oversplash over a screen, nothing won't pick up around the screens unless it actually hits the screen. Yours, on the other hand, yours is actually picking up the same bright yellow. Matter of fact, the yellow is actually better here than it is there. Look at the yellow here. And look at the yellow on the regular wall. It's brighter than the color you have here. Look at the white levels. They're exactly the same. See, that's the part you have to understand, Mr. Fernando. People that have been in the field for a long time, they'll see all that right from the door. They'll pick it up. The only area that you wouldn't be able to read on would be the border, which is black. And that's the felt that they have on the screen. That would have basically came up darker. But the fact that that outside area right there is actually producing, and this is producing the same bright levels you have on the screen, means that the gray wall behind it would have did the exact same thing. And I'm pretty sure they probably took that screen off and hit that wall and found out they could have did the same thing for a lot cheaper. They could have used their wall. Literally just could have used their wall and got the same results. And on top of that, they're saying you're in a really well-lit environment. That's why you move the camera back so fast. When you move the camera, I caught it. I saw in the corner. I said, oh, shoot, his lights aren't on this side. So you're not in a fully lit environment. Fully lit would mean all your lights would be on.
Be good to go. We still need another screen that's on that side.
And you have to calibrate.
But other than that, guys, we don't need no black screen. They wanted brightness.
Yeah, your image washed out right there. There's the contrast level just pulled. See it right there? Screen washed out. Right here, that's supposed to be black. That's supposed to be black. And this is all gray. Anything that comes up gray on the screen like this, that shows that a black level tried to produce on it. Your screen washed out. They do need a black screen. You can't pick up. The walls are the exact same color as your screen paint. Literally the same color as your screen paint. This is black right here. See the symbol he has here for here? It's black. How come it's not matching your screen? Screen washed out. See? That's supposed to be black. That's not supposed to be gray. If that was gray, it would be... And then look at the top. Again, where the projector's overlapping, look at the color. It's producing a better yellow than the yellow he has down here. Gee whiz, this is a fail.
Alright guys, finish calibrating this projector, which is Panasonic.
See how dark the environment is? See, I can see the exit right here where it's nice and dark in here. That's because they can't turn the lights on because the screen will wash out.
Back 130 inches screen with the hybrid mix.
Now, question Jamie. I know you're in the room. I want you to listen to me. If you hear me, if you're in the room. How in the world do you have these pictures here, but you have the same pictures over on the spandex screen? So are these spandex acoustic projection screens, or are these regular fixed frames with paint? Because if that's the case, that means you took these pictures over there and you lied about something that's not really real. On top of that, having a black Frankenstein on top of that. So let's continue your lies.
Right. So, what is... We Yeah, take it apart, huh? That one?
Doesn't look that bad. Did you hear that? Doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
These lights aren't on. These lights aren't on. These lights aren't on. And apparently there's another set of lights right up in here that are not on. Because I know this area can't be this dark. No way in the world. This is a church. It's too dark over here. See right here? Way too dark in here. All this would have lighting in here. You have to have lighting. That's a fire exit right there. So that area has to be well lit at all times. It's a fire exit. I notice, Mr. Fernando, I walk through environments all the time. So when I walk through environments, areas that near fire exits are fully lit because, again, it's a fire exit, which means this area will has to have lights right in here. Zoning would have to make sure there's proper lighting near every fire exit where your screen is actually sitting at. Gee whiz Louise, he doesn't know much.
This is the brightest it gets, right? All the lights on and all that stuff. I mean, like when you're, what do they light up that way?
See, there are more lights. There has to be. There's lights on this side. There's lights on this side. You can even see them right there. There's the stage lights right there. You can see them. Those are stage lights, and they would be hitting directly right there. There's another set of stage lights right here. These are stage lights. They also would be making contact right here. Then there's another additional set of lights they have up here for basically near that fire exit. So he sat there and said, not all the lights are on. So your screen is washing out that bad. You're not picking up any black levels. The back wall's picking up a better image than your screen. And it's not even a fully lit environment. And you're calibrating in there.
Oh, okay. It's on and all that stuff. I mean, like when you're, what do they light up that way? Oh, okay.
Now, see, if he was doing the demonstration, Jamie, at the end of the day, I think he'd try to help you out. Because if it was anybody, I was doing this, every last light in that environment would have been fired up. Every last light would have been fired up. That's absolutely horrible. Church should have got a better job. So sorry for the church. Church got ripped off.
Okay.
Look at this. These lights are off. There's another set of lights. See it right here? All these are lights up here. I told you, churches have tons of lights on them. Tons of light. These are all lights. All lighting system right up in here. If you look at the video where it shows the church and where I show my screen at, you see all those lights that were fired up in that environment? Yes, there's a ton of lights in there. Ton of lights. And you got some people basically who don't read all that well. You have to have a lot of plenty of light in that environment. These are stage lights right here. That's a stage light. Those are stage lights. That's a stage light. These right here, these are stage lights right here. And then you got another set right here, and there's another set embedded here and here. When he's moving the camera back, I saw those too. And then on top of that, if you look on the stage, there's one there, and there's another one right over here. And on top of that, there's also two lights here and here. That's why he sat there and put his hands up. He's saying there's lights all over the environment.
Wow, it doesn't look that bad, actually.
Doesn't look that bad, I tell you the truth. Listen to that.
Okay. Wow, it doesn't look that bad, actually.
That's not something I want to hear. If I got somebody working on my house and they're installing something, and, well, it doesn't look that bad, I tell you the truth. No, it's not something I want to hear. I want to hear, well, yeah, it's a fantastic job. We did so and so and so. It sounds like you stand behind the product at least. Doesn't look that bad, I tell you the truth. You're telling him that it doesn't look that bad. He's seen it. He knows it looks bad. Because if he said that, that'd be a different story. He says, well, you know, it doesn't look that bad, I tell you the truth. You're saying that. He's not saying that. That's different. Let me put it in a way that Jamie can understand. Jamie, listen to me. If you have somebody working on your car and say they get it to start, it sounds a little weird, right? but you say it doesn't sound that bad, I tell you the truth, then you're okay with it, right? But if the person, sorry, so if the mechanic says this and he goes, well, it doesn't sound that bad, I tell you the truth, that's not good. That's not a good sign at all. It's a bad sign. Because that's like, no, buddy, it does sound bad. Like, I need you to fix this. Because you haven't accepted it. The mechanic's trying to get you to accept it. And that's what you just did.
All the lights on and all that stuff. I mean, like when you're... What do they light up? That way? Okay.
Yeah, these are lights right here. And they're not even fully on because you can see they're on right there. These things are on. But they're not fully pulled up. Those right there, Mr. Fernando, if you don't know anything about stage lights, those are freaking stage lights right there. All these are stage lights, all the way down here. Even on top of this screen right here, down here, let me see about this corner, all the way over here on our side. Right here, those are stage lights right on top of the screen. Yeah, your stuff would have been gone. It's washed out. And that's why the guy is probably saying, well, we don't even have all the lights on in here yet. Well, it doesn't look that bad.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow, it doesn't look that bad, to tell the truth.
Then I'm saying a person a lot of comments. See, confidence. See, the problem what you did, Mr. Fernando, is when you saw your screen in the dark, you was giving it praise when it was in the dark. Nothing. Dark is nothing. Because again, it's still not a fully lit environment. It's not an environment it's supposed to work in. So again, that's nothing. And then saying that, wow, we didn't even need a black screen and our image is showing up so and so and so. You're giving all these, what do they call early celebration? That's what they call early celebration. That's what you're doing. When this guy walks over to you and says, man, this screen looks amazing, so and so and so, then you can do that. Then you can say, but now you're sitting there talking how your screen's all this stuff at the end of the day, and then turn around and this guy's saying, look, now our lighting's on. This place is not even fully lit yet. And you're sitting there talking about, well, it doesn't look that bad, I'll tell you the truth. Were you trying to convince him that it doesn't look that bad? Or are you trying to convince yourself?
And these lights are on when no hum. And these...
Told you. See right here? See that light in the corner? That's literally the same amount of light. That's what I told you. These are fire exits. There's literally supposed to be a light right there, right? They got him off because of his screen. They're trying to help him out. Because right here, this amount of light would have made contact here easily. It's a fire exit. Light would have been right there where that screen is sitting at. And that's probably where they were having problems with. They're having problems with lights on the stage, lights near the fire exit. Anytime you have a fire exit in any building, it has to be proper lighting right next to any fire exit. We all know that. I'm not even zoning in. I know that from the door. So they have this place properly zoned. It is. Because I can see all the lighting they have in here. And that lighting, see how bright it is? Would have literally made contact with that screen with no problem whatsoever. That's why I'm looking over here at the wall. That's why if you notice, if you look over here, knowing that the light, when it makes contact, it lights up the soundproofing, you will notice on this side, see all that lighting that made contact? Boom, 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 boom. But when you get near the fire exit, it's dark. Right over here. And there's lighting right there. See? You do too much, man. You ripped these people off. You really did rip them off. But the guy can see he got ripped off because he can see the way he's saying. He's trying to be nice about it. He's really trying to be nice about it. Should have been lighting right in here. There's a light right over top of this thing. And there's also a light. For the fire exit to come up that dark, there's also lighting in here too. There's no way in the world he's got that church this dark.
Finish calibrating this projector.
And you got to calibrate. Of course you got to calibrate. Colors don't work. Look how dark it is in that corner. There's no fire exits ever in any building whatsoever. Unless they got some problems with the lighting in there, then zoning's going to get involved in that. But this church is look like it's very well built. And on top of that, you can see they have lighting everywhere in this unit. So yeah, this would have been well lit. The reason why it's off because the screen probably couldn't handle it. And he just sat there and said, well, the area is, all the lights are not on yet.
130 inches screen with the hydrant.
So, man, you got several lights popping off here. You got a screen that's in an environment that's super dark, okay? They're turning off the lights. I think they're trying to be nice to you. At the end of the day, guys really trying to be nice to you. But he knows at the end of the day, your product's not going to work. They're probably going to put 2 monitors there anyway. They're going to probably spend the money, get the LED screens and put them in because your stuff is not working. Because there's no way in the world that this area looks this dark. And you're right next to a fire exit at that. There's a fire exit over here. You can't have it that dark. So I know there's lighting in here. There has to be lighting. And that screen can't handle it. It's already washing out already as it is. And you have to, then you see on camera, it doesn't look that bad. It's like somebody saying, hey, I was in an accident. And you ask the surgeon, how bad was it? Well, you know, we did some work, but it doesn't look that bad. Do you think you really want to hear that? I think I'd rather hear, oh, it looks fantastic. We did a great job on it. We did so and so and so and reconstructing surgery. And you look a brand new person. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear some crap saying, well, you know, it doesn't really look that bad. That's horrible, man. And you said it.
Right. So, what is...
Now, you see the lighting here, here, and here? The lighting is so close to the wall, you can see basically this area is well lit in every corner. So next to that fire exit over there, the area is very well lit. They got a ton of lights in here.
You gotta take it apart, huh? That one?
Now see how dark it is over here? See over here by the fire exit? See how dark it is over there? They got lighting to hit that area. They just can't put the lighting on because the screen's washing out. And he says it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah. This is the brightest it gets, right? All the lights on and all that stuff. I mean, like when you're... What do they light up? That way? Okay. Oh, okay.
There's a fire exit over there. As I'm telling you, there's no light in these corners. That's why I said, just nowhere near it's that dark. Anywhere. He has them off, trying to be nice to him. He's washing out.
Okay. Wow, it doesn't look that bad, Ted. And
that's something you never want to hear in any sentence whatsoever. Literally, it doesn't look that bad, I'll tell you the truth. It was like your wife taking your car out and she puts a huge scratch in it, or your kids taking your car out and put a huge scratch in it, and they come back and they go, well, you know, it doesn't look that bad, I'll tell you the truth. That's the kind of line, that's where you go. Perfect way, it's a perfect example. Someone scratches your car, and just say your wife doesn't drive. So you're driving the car and someone hits your car and scratches it pretty bad, and you just look at it and go, well, you know, it doesn't look that bad, I'll tell you the truth. Because I'm from here, you know, you really can't see it. You've heard that one before. All right, then that's what I said. I've never want to hear that in anybody's mouth. Oh, we got these PC parts in here, Mr. Bird, so and so. What the frick is that clicking noise in the freaking water cooling system? It's a little friction going on there, but it doesn't sound like bad, I tell you the truth. No, that's not something I want to hear, especially for something I paid for. And you can hear the doubt in his voice when he says, well, you know, I'll tell you the truth. No, nobody wants to hear that. They're not happy.
Okay. Wow, it doesn't look that bad, Ted. And these lights are on when no hum. No, these right here. The main CD. You guys, you never turn them off. On worship, okay. How does it look on worship? Like just off? Okay.
See, look. He's washing out already. See the washout right here? They know it. They can see it's washing out. There is no lights in this section. Again, this is a fire exit. So there's no lights in this section and the screen's washing out. They can see it. There probably was going to go out and they probably were going to pay. This is a good church-sized church. So they probably were going to go out and pay the money for the LED monitors anyway. They're going to pay for it. They probably gave him a chance. And you can see right there, look how bad it is. Well, I told you that tannish look you get to the screen, that tells you that the screen is washing out. It can't produce a black level at all. The guy said we have lights on during worship. We do use the lights. Of course they do. What church is not going to use their lights correctly? So those lights do come on. He was asking all these questions like, when you turn these lights on, so and so this and so that. Do they know your stuff is not ambient light rejection? Because ambient light rejection technology is something that's used in environments like this, not your paint, because you said your paint's not ambient light rejection. I bet you didn't share that information with them. Look how badly that looks. That looks absolutely horrible. No, he's up.
Let me turn them off.
Look at that. See how washed out that looks? Yeah.
Oscar looks.
No, because the problem you have here is this: what you have. Look at the wall here, and look at the wall there. You're darker here, but they're lighter here. He can't have it this way because there's a fire exit over there. This area has to be well lit. But you can see right here, the wall is darker here because the lights over top of it are they're not on, and the lights over here are on to a certain degree. There's actually lights here. This is a lighting system right there. These lights are actually making contact here. Unbelievable. Look at that.
Yeah. Oscar looks.
See right there? That's a light system right there. It's the same light system that you have right there. They're in line. These are light systems. Mr. Fernando, I've walked in many environments and I've seen the lighting system in churches, schools, and all kinds of stuff. And again, the fact that these lights are off in this environment, this is to make you to be nice to you at the end of the day. They're just being nice to you. Because again, this area is supposed to be fully lit, especially near fire exits have to be fully lit.
I mean, it's not.
See, fire exits always have abundance of light sitting in them because it's a fire exit. All areas that have areas where people can go in and out of, especially fire exits, are supposed to be fully lit environments. There's no way in the world that environment back there should be that dark. And if you say have a window there, that's not enough to say no. You physically have to have a light right there to show that you have a light near a fire exit. That's why every time you go near the movies or all, there's always light near every single fire exit. That's why they're doing that to be nice to you.
Dark or nothing. It looks good, dude. Let me see your face. Hold on. It looks best over there because it's not as. I mean, well, what I have, dude, bro. You see how solid they look? Watch, come here. Even with the lights off, I get it, but look at the drum set and everything. Just the contrast on that thing is just.
He ain't happy. You can hear it. That preacher's not happy. You can hear it. You're in a darker environment over here. This is why your screen looks a little bit better than this one. These are being hit with light. See right here at the top? We can see the light passing right through here. See right here? There's light on this side. There's nothing here. He just said because it's in a dark environment. Look, it's dark over here too. Dark over here where this screen's sitting there right here. It's all well lit over in here. He can't have it this way because he can't. This will basically get him in trouble. This area has to be well lit. This whole floor has to be well lit. Has to be. Even if they're doing like a movie or whatever they're doing, he still has to have lights on in the fire exit. They have to be there. And on top of that, they got lights there anyway. Those lights they have there are called backup lights, which means basically if a fire breaks out in the building, God forbid it doesn't, those lights continue to stay on so people can figure out how to get out of the building. You have to have those. You're a liar, man. And the guy right there, I know he's upset. I know he's got to be upset because he's not exactly going, "Wow, this is fantastic. It's amazing." You said you didn't. He's not acting that way. He's not impressed.
Even with the lights off, I get it, but look at the drum set and everything. Just the contrast on that thing is just.
Look how far that projector's hitting from here to here, right from there, right? He's not happy because he went and turned. He knows this is in the dark. He can't have this in the dark. This is what Jamie don't understand. You want to treat it like your apartment. No, this is a commercial environment. He can't have it that dark and he can get in trouble. He knows it. He knows now that he's going to have to turn around and spend the money for monitors. Because you're trying to tell me that the image looks here. Like I'm trying to say, well, look, the image does look bare, but even though it's in the dark.
Bro, you see how solid they look? Watch.
You hear the, oh, and yeah, dude's not happy.
Because it's not as...
He's not happy, and Jamie knows he's not happy. And I'm guarantee he's questioning his product right now. And that's what he's doing that. Well, you know, there you go. Y'all don't pick up on any of that? Of course y'all don't. People basically follow him. Y'all don't pick up on any of that. He ripped y'all off anyway.
I mean, what I have, dude. Bro, you see how solid they look? Watch, come here. Even with the lights off, I get it, but...
With the lights off, I get it. See the difference between where he looks here? It's darker here, right? Now, come over here, right there. They don't want them to touch these screens. They're not taking anything off the wall. You know the headache of removing one of these things off a wall and basically putting them back up again? They're very high up there. He doesn't want to take them down. You can't compare this to that at all anyway whatsoever. It's just sitting in a dark environment. Unless you got our technology, we can do both. And we can even push right through his window with sunlight pushing through. And it won't be none of that. Well, this one looks better. It is going to look better. That's all to it. You don't have no confidence. I can hear you don't have no confidence. And I can hear the in your voice because he's questioning him right now. And he doesn't like what he's hearing. He said, well, it does look better over here. Now, you can't do that. You can't say that. He bought it for the fact that hopefully he can operate in a full environment. He's in the dark over. This is dark over here. Why is it dark over here? And it's lighting here, but it's dark here. He can't even have his lights on. He can't have his lights on. He has to have those on. It's a fire exit, Mr. Fernando, right there. How in the world are you going to be in a church and have an area that dark with a fire exit over there? That's a hazard right there. He can't have that. He knows he can't have that. So that light, he has to have always lighting on in there. And if he can't put the lighting on, he has a problem. That's one of the things I saw when he was doing his demonstration at some kind of school, whatever it was. They had an ultra short projector sitting right on top of the screen. They had to turn the lights off near the screen so the colors would come up a little better. Your stuff doesn't work.
See your face, hold on. It looks best over there. Because it's not as... I mean, what I have, dude. Bro, you see how solid they look? Watch, come here. Even with the lights off, I get it, but...
That's not something you want to say in an install. A sigh in the middle when you're having a conversation with somebody, that's not good. And to say, yeah, with the lights off, I get it. He's not getting it. He don't want it. He needs that stuff to work in an a well-lit environment. They need to have all their lights on. See the contact that's making right there? Your screen should be able to absorb that. He is not happy.
Look at the drum set and everything. It's just the contrast on that thing is just...
Now you see how he got quiet in his voice? He's not.
The drum set and everything.
Watch, listen to Jamie's voice.
On that thing is just...
He's not even making eye contact with you. He's not even talking to you. He walked away. If you're doing business with somebody, if I'm doing business with somebody, I'm talking to you, and you walk away in that process, you're not giving me the respect that I deserve at the end of the day. Is he being disrespectful? No, he's not being disrespectful. He's disappointed because he thought that was going to have all the lights on, and he probably told him on the phone, you can have all the lights on, and it would work in a well-lit environment. The problem, Jamie, at the end of the day, you have never tested yourself really on venue. You haven't. You haven't done fully lit environments, all that stuff. You lie. And then when you get caught in a situation, you get exposed. Look, he didn't even finish the conversation. He was still talking. He walked away. Look at this.
Even with the lights off, I get it, but look at the drum set and everything. It's just the contrast on that thing is just... solid.
See what I mean? There you go. You can read body language a mile away. You can read body language a mile away if a person is happy with something or if they're disappointed with something. And he was not happy. He was very disappointed. Because you can see how Jamie continued to talk, had a little sigh in there, try to make him say, well, look, it does look better over there, even though we had the lights off. Dude was not happy. You posted the video anyway. Because you're desperate to get any kind of approval for your stuff that doesn't work. But that guy right there is not happy. You can clearly see he's not happy. He didn't even finish the conversation, which he walked away. He was not happy with it. And you could tell in your voice that you weren't getting the approval that you thought you were going to get from that. No, now he moves the camera away.
Look at the drum set and everything. It's just the contrast on that thing is just.
Look at his body language when he's walking away.
Solid.
He's not happy. He's not happy.
Yeah, right? Or I put, like, what do you put, like, words and stuff? Yeah?
Now he's changing over to, like, what do you put, words and stuff up there and stuff like this? And you don't read the Bible, buddy? You know what you been to church before? It's not you haven't been to church, because we all know what they put up in church. You put scripture up there. To put scripture. Scripture is extremely important. We have a screen paint called Christian Dedicated Cinemax. It's a kind of an interesting color. It's designed to have contrast shifting capability that allows the screen to produce amazing contrast levels in a super ultra well lit environment. We can do it outside with no problem. Our stuff is fully tested. It works. Everything we have is batch numbered. And that technology looks gorgeous on the wall because there's a beautiful kind of, I can't explain the color to it, but it's a really interesting color we have with it. That technology can be at an extremely high white level. We had a church show it off. And the guy contacted me and said, man, I love it. Best thing I've ever seen. White levels came out. We got in a fully lit environment. It's gorgeous. There you go. But this right here, even the church that gave the testimony on our product, they were so happy they did a video testimony for us. That sits on my YouTube channel to this day. And the screen size that I have for this church is huge. The lighting on that church is tons of lighting. And that guy is not happy. Not the way he walked away.
When it's worship, right? You're singing. Or I put, like, what do you put, like, words and stuff? Yeah? When it's worship, right? You're singing. Yeah, okay. Oh, let's see what kind. You have them there? Or, oh, sorry, dude. We're making work. Hey, but think about this. You're going home early. Okay. So.
Projector's right there. So that's where the projector's at. It's right there. See how dark it is in the area where the projector is sitting? So Jamie, what I'm seeing in this demonstration from your video, you're not in a fully lit environment at all, period. They turn the lights on in this place, your screen is going to drop dramatically. That's when I was looking at the pictures. I was like, why is it dark on this side and lighter on this side? And it's because all the light is on the stage. It's darker here. This is where they have it at, right here. But sooner or later, if they're going to be reading scripture, they're going to have all the lights on. And that screen's going to have a problem. There are two lights right here that are definitely going to wash that screen out with no problem. This thing, he can see the difference. As he's on stage, he can see the difference between how it looks here than how it looks here. He can't have these screens in the same environment like this. This is going to be a problem. That's what he's looking at right now. That's why he's moving back and forth, and he's looking at this, and he's looking at that. Because he knows if this is what's going to take to improve the screen to darken the environment, the stage is going to end up the same way as this environment over here. And that's not going to work. He's not talking to you right now. He's trying to figure out exactly how to get your product to work because it's not working well. And your stuff, you just calibrated it, right? You already calibrated it. So even with the calibration, it's not working. This is the problem you're having. This is what he's doing. He's problem solving. He's trying to figure this out. They're going to get LEDs.
That's the whole lighting, huh? Doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look bad.
Watch, we're making those look bad.
He said we're making these look bad. How are you making these look bad? Look how dark your area is at. And look how well lit this is. And I tell you have to go. I would tell you have to go. You're lying. You're sitting there lying in a church. Jamie, gee whiz, man, you got no respect for nobody. I don't even respect for God's house. You are sitting there lying in a church. How are you going to sit there and say this screen right here is making this one look bad when this one's in the dark? This one has actual light making contact with it. Now, if you did a splatter screen over here like we did, and basically we have it in a fully lit environment, and that means that if we basically show a white surface, which you see around the screen, we make that surface look bad because we can show a massive difference in a fully lit environment. This is why I tell y'all people at the end of the day that do not go near products that are not batch number. This is messed up. And they want to sit there and say, it's making this one look bad. How would that be possible? You're in a dark environment.
Look at how solid it looks. Look at how, like, yes. The lighting, yeah, it's perfect. White screens usually do that. The white screens can. Okay. Look how dark the word and the whites look, Oscar. Dang. That's what you wanted, right? Hey, when you show them, make sure you show all this. Because I'm
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna get out of here for a minute. Come out here. Put in that video real quick.
I'm not gonna be here, so you should
see, Jamie, this is where you lie a lot. See right here. Your screen, again, doesn't work. If you're saying that there's an improvement on your side, look at the side that your screen's sitting on. It is so dark that we literally can see the fire exit sign all the way in the hallway. We can't even see the hallway itself. That's how dark your environment is. Now let's look at the side over here where the white screen's sitting at. It's in an area where it has a lot of light making contact with the screen. And that's why it's washed out. So if you're saying that your screen has an vantage point, where's the vantage point at? This one's in a well-lit area. Not well-lit, it's actually a good lit area. And you're in the dark, where we can literally see the fire exit on the other side, bright green lighting up. And you're sitting there having this lie in a church with a man of God.
see it. How beautiful it looks. Come on. Yes, they are gonna look grayish because it's a white screen. And he told me, hey, how much will it cost for us? If it looks good over here, how much? And it could look like that, Oscar. Those. But we're gonna have to do it here. I'll bring everything. Yeah.
Yeah, both videos were shown in a dark area. Look, in the dark.
Se ve bonita, pues, lo que...
And your reds are washed out. Definitely reds are washed out.
Yeah. A ver, ahorita la gente. Entonces, bonita, pues, lo que...
That's washed out. Reds are washed out and the blacks are washed out. So he has to have this in the dark. He has to turn those lights on. When he turns those lights on, the screen's going to disappear.
Yeah. A ver, ahorita la gente. Doesn't wash out, huh? ¿Vistas que no te da detail? Las grandes?
See how it is these pictures used? Dark here, well lit here. And in blue neon hit the white or gray screen, they wash it out even faster because they can't absorb the blue neon.
The mountains nomás se vio como... which one looks more natural? Yeah, you see that? And it's only 6,500 lumens versus 15,000 lumens. How beautiful.
Now, Jamie, as we watch this demonstration, two things you have a problem with here. Number one, your screen, when you sit there and say it doesn't look that bad, that's never good. That shows you don't have a confidence in your product. You know your product is pretty much, they're not even fully lit in there yet. Because the guy said, no, when we do worship, sir, we turn all the lights on. So you're going to have a problem with that. Your screen's definitely going to wash out. These are definitely going to go with no problem whatsoever. So that's definitely going to be a thing. Another problem you have here is that this is a 130-inch screen, right? These are screens, fixed frame screens, but you claim that these are the same screens that are using the acoustic 100-inch fabric screens. Neither one of these screens are 100 inches. And on top of that, none of them are acoustics. Not one of these are acoustic screens. These are actually fixed frame screens up here. So why are you using pictures from a church and a shopping cart for for an acoustic screen. On top of that, you got a motorized projection screen in there too. So that tells us that's a scam. A Black Frankenstein, that's definitely a scam. We got basically had to go to PayPal with that nonsense. That doesn't exist. You never had a Black Frankenstein. And then again, you're saying that if you had a Black Frankenstein, it works in a fully lit environment, but yet you get a paint called Frankenstein, a UV mix, which you said is not ambient rejection at all, period. And then you're claiming this screen to have a massive difference, but it's in a dark. If I take a white screen and I stick it in a dark environment, it'll produce a better image than a screen that's in an area where it has light. That's nothing. Now, if I was the minister in that church, you would have a problem on your hands, because I would ask you all the questions that I know you can't answer back, because I would know my stuff. I'm pretty sure he knows already. That's why he's walking back and forth and he's pacing. But I noticed that the lights never go on in the area where you're putting your screen at. Where are the lights at? It's always dark here. Look at that. The whole video, it's always dark on that side. And we know that area is not that dark. Because that screen has to be in the dark. It can't operate in a full lit environment, because if it does, the screen washes out. Wow. Told you. And that guy knows it too. He knows it. He already knows it from the door. He already knows it. He already knows it. When he leaves, when Crow leaves from there, or Jamie leaves from there, they're going to turn those lights on. That's what we're going to do. All of them. They're going to turn them on and see what happens. They're going to find out that screen's not going to pick up. They're already seeing the results already. The fact that if you got a church and you have to have all your lighting on, and you know that you got it dark in these areas where the screen is at, that automatically tells you from the door something ain't right. Something's not working correctly. You already know that from the door. Now, if all the lights are on and the screen's working over here and it's working over here, then you know it works 100%. You know what I mean? But he's not happy. You can see as he's walking back and forth. He's not even having a conversation with Jamie at that level. He's more trying to figure out exactly, if I turn all these lights on, is that thing going to function? And it's not. Because you watch through the whole demonstration, Jamie made sure that these areas stayed dark, right where the fire exit was at, and said, oh, there's a massive difference between the two. It gives a much better image. No, it doesn't. Lied in a church. She was, man, you got no respect for anybody. You have no respect for God. Sat there and lied in God's house. And then say 130-inch screen. It's 130. He painted the screen. Mary tell you, painted the screen. It's a 130-inch screen. But then turn around and got the screen up here. Same pictures from the same screen. And turns around here. Look, that's him right there. That's what Jamie does. Turns around up here. And where's it? Where's it at right here? Let me see. Here we go. Did he switch it out? I think he took it out. I think he took it out. Let me see if we got it here. Where is the fabric screen, Jamie? Did you take it out? Let me see what we got here. Screen paint scan for free. I'm going to get a picture of that too, Mr. Fernando, so we can have that process. Another lawsuit for you. Another lawsuit for you, Jamie. So let me get my phone over here. Get a nice snapshot of this. I'm going to send it to the lawyer over here in the building. Got a lawyer in the building right now that's actually taking my case, Jamie, for suing you for slander. And also too for defamation. So I'm going to send this right over to them right now. That's one of the things about being in an office. And I'll have them come up here and I'm going to screenshot all that. So basically come here and look at it. Because you know I have one of the attorneys in here taking my case for suing you for defamation. So I'm going to send this over to him right now. Let me see. Where's my camera at? There we go. Give me a minute, people. Take a picture of this. Send this over to him right now. So, Jamie, this little lawsuit, defamation, it's going to cost you $100,000. Let me see what we got here. Switch over here. There we go. Let's get a picture of this. And let's get a picture showing it came from his website. There we go. Now, mind you, again, when this process server hits your door, I want him to reach out to your landlord now. You just make the dumbest mistakes, don't you? I'm not at home, Jamie. I'm in my office building, right? I'm in my office right now. And we got lawyers in here. So I got a lawyer that's going to be taking my case, one of my cases, for basically suing you for defamation. So you took a picture and you basically altered it and posted it on your website right here. I'm also just going to contact Wix right when we get done with this. I'm going to send them a picture at your website because we hope we deny because we're suing them already for millions of dollars. So we'll send them this right here. And I'm also, too, going to go in and basically file another lawsuit. So this one's going to be for $100,000. And yes, we can get you on that. Man, he cannot be any more stupid. He can't be. You're making me rich at the end of the day, and you don't have the money at the end of the day. We know you don't have it. But I'm going to make sure when this process server comes, he does something super special. He's going to reach out to your landlord. I mean, your landlord will have a nice little talk. So keep in mind, I'm going to get you out of your building. All right? So I'm going to send this over to my buddy. Let him know that, yeah, this, matter of fact, let me get a save on this page too. Because if we save this, it doesn't make a difference. If you go in and change it, we have it. And I have a live stream actually showing it right there. Now, this process server, like I said, that when it comes to your door, Jamie, he has the right to serve anyone in your apartment over the age of 21, including your wife. So let's go over here and see what he has here. I told you couldn't make it up. He's going to get sued again. Another process server will be coming to his door. And this is new. Again, as I said, as he does, is our statute of limitations keep going because, again, they never run out because he keeps doing dumb stuff. So let me see. I'll show you my documents when I get done showing that the court that I went to and where I filed at. So basically, you know it's coming. But again, I'm going to reach out to your landlord now. Have a nice little conversation with him. I want him to know the stuff that you're doing in your apartment and how we had to file for copyright process server to come to your front door. And I want to know basically about the criminal charges and stuff that you committed. I'll send your docket sheets over to him. Everything he needs to know. Let him know you committed crimes in the apartment. And I'm going to get you an eviction notice before 2025. Doing dumb stuff. So where's this? Did he get rid of the surface? I think he might have got rid of the surface. I don't see it here. See, we got the paint here. Paint here. This the screen? This might be the screen right here. This one here was $195. This is the screen. Overseas mixes for $95. He removed it. He removed it. I told you. Always bust Jamie doing something dirty. I told you. This is where it should have been right here. Let me see. Yep, it should have been right here. Let me see. Yep. And I told you when he writes, I told you his writing's really bad. This is a free do-it-yourself. Again, the capitals, I told you about the capitals in the middle of sentences and stuff. I told you. See, this is what I mean by we catch him doing stuff all the time like this. And again, the screen he was trying to sell at 100 inches, he knew darn well that he didn't have the capability of doing the screen. Again, more dummy shopping carts, more fake shopping carts. He doesn't have a Black Frankenstein. It's a scam. I told you guys, he's a scam artist. Right here, you can see with his face on the receipt right here, he had a shopping cart claiming to have a Black Frankenstein. We ordered this stuff. Here's the date right here. We ordered it, right? He had to give the money back because PayPal was requesting for him to show proof of this product he claimed to have, and he didn't have it. And he had to give back the money. And he even wrote on the receipt talking about, don't need your business. Have a blessed day. Stay away. Thank you. Asking us to stay away. Now, keep in mind, as I said that before, this is where the blackout cloth surface was. Now it's not there anymore. And I told you how they abused their site. Look at this. This doesn't bother me at all. It just shows how unprofessionally Mr. Fernando is. And this is the reason why, Jamie, no one's buying from you. No one's giving you any money. No one's doing anything at all because you abuse your website. You abuse your platform. Why would I do business with somebody who does this at the end of the day? Why? This doesn't bother me. This doesn't hurt me in any way whatsoever. It hurts you. This landed you a $100,000 lawsuit. I got somebody in the building right now that's going to sue you. He's going to file a lawsuit against you, and he knows where you live at. So guess what? When that process server hits your door, I'm going to make sure I have a long talk with the process server. I want them to seek and find your landlord. I want to know who owns the building, and I want him to report back to me to find out exactly. Give him the phone number. When you find him, give him all my information and tell him I need to speak to him because this involves a lawsuit involving his building. And he's going to contact me right back. And then when I meet your landlord, I'm going to have a nice long conversation. I'm going to send over their police reports, all the problems we had with you, all the crimes you committed in your apartment, the fact that we had to have a process server come to your front door for copyright infringements, and the fact that your LLC is sitting on his building. We'll send him all those documents. And I guarantee you, you're going to walk out of that building. You're not going to be in anymore. So you're going to get a chance to do something that you said the pain of moving, you're going to find out what that's all about. I'm going to get you moved out of your building. And once we contact Wix, we got multiple lawsuits coming toward Wix for the whole copyright thing, because then you guys are rich on that one, because again, we got to sue Wix over that. We're going to add this to it. All right, so let's go in here and let's look at what he wrote right here. Let's see. This is a free do-it-yourself mix. Email me. So we have all this down there right here. Email me, and I will send you how to do it. Wait, I will send you to how to do it. Oh my goodness! I swear, dude, you got to learn to write. You have to learn how to write correctly. This is a free do-it-yourself mix. Email me and I will send you how to do it. I will send you how to do it. I'm lying. I'm not lying. This guy can't write for jack. Why is there a period in the middle? What the heck is he doing? This is a free do-it-yourself. You know, it's a way to abbreviate that, right? Mix. Email me and I'll send you how to do it. You think I'm joking? He literally wrote this. I will send you how to do it. Don't get scammed and spend hundreds on black paint that doesn't work. We were just in here doing this demonstration. But okay. So good. We have all this here. This is perfect. Let me get a copy of this for you. As a matter of fact, let me get a nice little video of this too. So that's for the court. Okay, let me see. Oh no, I'm going this way. Okay, my name's Kenneth Bird. My company is Black Series Edition LLC. We're having a problem with a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who has Crow Screen Paint mixes. Apparently took a picture of me. And sorry, I gotta put you guys down for a minute. Took a picture of me and basically deformed the picture. As you can see, this is right here directly on his website. Put it in this website marketplace, as you can see right here. At the bottom, he's claiming that I'm a scam. This is a scam paint for free. This is a free do-it-yourself mix. Email me and I will send you how to do it. Don't get scammed and spend hundreds on black paint that doesn't work. So we've had problems with this individual for copyright infringement, cyber stalking, and doxing addresses, and as you can see, posting people's faces and disfigured them on his website. Here's his website right here, and this is right here. And again, this website is actually run by Wix, as you can see here at the bottom. Okay, perfect. Mr. Fernando, we're going to be talking to your landlord real soon, so you know that. And when I speak to your landlord, I will make it clear to him that if I find out he had any involvement with the copyright, cyber stalking, doxing of addresses, and everything else that was done in his building, because you don't have an office, you did this in it's been his building, then we're going to file a lawsuit against him. And I'm pretty sure that he's going to basically follow through and remove you from the building. So I'll make sure that process server serves you first. Now, keep in mind, when the copyrights go through, you're going to have to advise someone that you just moved and where your whereabouts are. If not, you're going to get bench warrant on you. But I'm going to have you out of the unit. Now, does this make me mad? No, it doesn't, Jamie. At the end of the day, you do stuff like this. We know you're known for this stuff. This stuff doesn't bother me. This shows how immature you are. This is an opportunity to sue you for more money. That's what it is. This is an opportunity for me to have a process server come to your front door and talk to your landlord. This is an opportunity for me to meet your landlord and show him all the stuff that you were doing in your apartment. And explain to him at the end of the day that your LLC is sitting on his building. You know what's going to happen? He's going to request for you to remove it. You can't remove it because you committed perjury. You see what you just caused for yourself? There you go. So, Around December, Christmas gift for you, I'm going to walk into City Hall. I'm going to go in and apply for a lawsuit against you, and I'm going to get the lawyer in here to get it all started for me. And then when we get done with you, I'm going to take you for everything that you're worth, including you're going to leave the building. And I don't think your wife's going to be too happy about that. So, don't get comfortable. Man, he definitely does the dumbest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And yeah, this is where the screen was at. So why did Jamie do this? He's mad. He's upset and angry because he got caught again. And he got caught again because I told you that the fabric that he had up here, he stole our company's specification sheets. He also went in and lied and said that the pictures that he had in the pictures for the product weren't really the pictures of the product. One was actually a motorized projection screen, which didn't make any sense whatsoever, and the other one was from the church that he painted in, and it wasn't a 100-inch. It wasn't a 100-inch screen. The screens were 130-inch screens that he painted in. So he sat there and lied. He was upset because in the video you can clearly see that the minister or preacher was not happy with what he saw. As you can see in the demonstration, he kept his screens constantly in a dark area to try to make them produce better, and then try to lie in the church to the preacher and try to tell him, well, you know, look, this is giving a better image. There's a huge comparison. Not when he's sitting there saying, well, you're in the dark right now. I mean, he's very nice about it because, again, I'm pretty sure he was hoping that your product would allow him to have all his lights on, which he needs for that church. And this fire exit should never be that dark at all, period. So even he knows he has to go in and he has to put some LEDs or something in there. He's going to do something because he can't have it that dark in there. You can't have everybody tripping and falling and getting hurt in a church, you know? So again, you continue to lie in the church to the preacher. We all heard it. And then you get mad and get upset and get angry, and you come to do this. Let your emotions get the most of you, which doesn't hurt me because, again, I recorded all this. I documented everything. And I got an attorney right downstairs, which I'm about to go walk downstairs and hand him all this information to. And guess what? We'll see you in court. So he's going to sue you for $100 grand. He makes my life easy. You make my life super easy, man. Whew. Okay, so that's easy, open and shut. So we got a witness all over YouTube. We have your recording down right here. I'm going to walk this down to the attorney downstairs, which is going to be filing a lawsuit against you for $100,000. It may go higher than that. Because of the history we had behind you, it may go to a $250,000 lawsuit. Depends on what he wants. He's going to take a lot out of you. Now, if you don't have it, keep in mind, well, you better figure out something. Mind you, this is going to cause a domino effect because we already have charges against you. And if we had to bring you down here and you step foot over in Allentown, I have charges on you. I can have you locked up. You just give me more stuff, man. This is the best present you could have possibly gave me. So, I'll see you in court. Boy, I'm going to see if I can get something out of your collection, because I do want something out of your collection for a trophy. You got a printing machine there, don't you? Yeah, we can sell all that stuff off, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to equal to $100 grand. No way in the world it's going to $100,000. We'll sell it all off and give most of it. We'll give everything to charity. We don't need it. We'll give it all to charity. You're going to walk out of that apartment with nothing at all, period. It's going to be pretty bad. But you know how amazing this is, Mr. Fernando? I'm not home. You understand me? I'm in an office building. I'm in an office building that's filled with attorneys and lawyers and all that stuff. And I have you sending me a picture to my, on your website. Use your website to send my picture. This right here is defamation. I can sue you for this for a lot of money. Ooh, my goodness. And the attorney, and it couldn't get any better. The attorney who's representing me, he was like, well, he's looking at all the pictures. Yeah, we got enough here to do so and so and so. You got anything? You got anything? He just literally said, you got anything recently? Thank you so much. And when I get home, when we had the process server go through, and I got a special process server picked up in California. He's a good one too. He is persistent. And yes, I can serve your wife. If she comes to that door, she goes to work, he can follow her, he can serve her. He can also serve you too. Anyone in that house over the age of 21 can be served. You're not going to be able to walk out of your house. This guy's persistent. He's going to follow you to your job. He's going to follow you to work. Heck, he'll sit outside and follow you to a restaurant. He's going to serve you regardless. And when he gets done with that you can't leave your house after that when this guy starts tracking you. When he gets done with that, then he is going to reach out to your landlord. He has to talk to your neighbors to let them know the situation you got yourself into. So, yeah, we're going to reach out to your landlord, have a nice little long conversation with him, and explain to him that you've committed some very horrible crimes in his apartment unit. And if we find out that you have anything to do with his actions, I'm going to file a class action lawsuit on your building or whatever else you have. We're going to take it from you. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to go through all that for you, Mr. Fernando. You know what he's going to do? He's going to play nice. And he's going to go in and he's going to evict you from the building. Because in the eviction, in your building, your lease, you can't commit a crime or any crimes whatsoever while you're under his roof, under his building. This keeps everybody safe in the building. So if you commit any kind of crimes, anything, they can remove you from the building automatically. So don't get comfortable. Anyway, this doesn't bother me. This is the best thing that could have ever happened to you at the end of the day. And on top of that, it makes you look extremely bad. You think at the end of the day this makes you look, it's hilarious. No, it makes you look bad. It does. Okay. Man, I told you. Every time we bust this guy, every time he does something stupid, and literally told you that the blackout cloth he was selling was a fake. I told you that. Stole our information, stole pictures. For actually didn't really steal it. He took pictures from the church and tried to use them. Oh, Jamie, by the way, we have everything recorded. So just because you removed it doesn't mean we have it recorded on it. And the last video I did, it shows what you were doing. That's why I came back in to do this video. So we already have a recording of the previous stuff that was already there before you removed it. I did all that for nothing, didn't you? Yeah, I back everything up, man. You should know that. All right. Let me see. Let's go back over here to his shop. And he had to remove it. He can't sell it. He got busted. And this is how Jamie gets upset. He got angry and got mad. And this is how he got upset. This is what he does. So he had a product here for the fabric screen. He's mad. Oh, he put it back in. He put the fabric screen back in. Cool. All right, we can go back and look at this real quick. He put it right back in. Let's go over here. This is the 100-inch fabric screen right here. All right. So this is supposed to be your fabric screen right here, right, Jamie? Let me get back here. Here we go. Boom. Back in again. 100-inch coated screen, as you can see, right? And this screen is supposed to be a Crows 100-inch coated screen. It's supposed to be 100 inches. As he said, we know the screens in the church weren't 100 inches. They were 130 inches. And this is supposed to be a wrinkle-free, stretchable material, spandex material, as we wrote in our specifications, which he took, of course. And where you can see the lie is, he took pictures from the church, as you can see here, and tried to claim that these were his screens. These are the spandex screens. That's about 150 inches right there. So with that being 150 inches, that would meet the mark of 100-inch spandex surface. This is 130. That still wouldn't reach it at all anyway, whatsoever. And what we saw in the video demonstration when you're in the church, it's not a spandex material pre-coated. It's an actual painted-in screen, which you did. But you felt the need to take these images from the church and lie and put them here and say it's a spandex surface. And then try to charge your overseas customers around $150 for this surface. On top of that, claim that you had a Black Frankenstein, which we all know you don't have, because I have a cancellation here for a Black Frankenstein you never had whatsoever. As a matter of fact, PaintPal requested him to show proof of this Black Frankenstein paint, and he couldn't do it. So therefore, he had to give us back our money. As you can see, there's Mr. Fernando right there. There's the product right there, Frankenstein mix. There is the date where we actually ordered it. And as you can see, money was returned back into the account with him begging us to stay away, even though he told us to buy whatever we wanted. All right, man. This has been interesting, man. We busted you basically lying in a church. We busted you ripping off a church. And then we busted you coming in here and making a fake shopping cart, 100-inch coated surface, and showing pictures that came from that coated surface, which clearly came from a church that you painted the screen in. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, something else even more interesting here. Wait a minute. Let me see something for a minute. Jamie, we caught you on something else. Bum, 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 bum. All right, it says 100-inch coated screen. This is a cloth with grommets to be used inside or out. Yes, definitely not him. This is us. Bum, bum, bum. Now, if you look here, on here, right? What screen paint does he say this is? Is it hybrid? Or is it a Frankenstein he said he's using? Jamie in the room, you might want to listen to this. It's going to be pretty embarrassing. It's going to be really embarrassing. I'm about to do to you right now. So, you said this product was a Frankenstein, didn't you? Crows mixes, right? Right? This is a Frankenstein. So this is supposed to be a Frankenstein you have here, right? And you say you have a black Frankenstein? And this is supposed to be a spandex screen. So explain to me, and this is acoustic spandex. How come you never mentioned to the preacher that was acoustic spandex? You said you painted it in. You didn't say you stretched it in and stapled it in. You said you painted it in. And then we saw the demonstration, you painting the screen, it was a paint sprayer. So I didn't see any material there at all. On top of that, this is a 100-inch screen, and what you described in the video, that's 130, and that's nowhere near 100 inches. See, the problem you have with Jamie, you don't do math well. So if this is 130, and this is 100 inches, wouldn't that be backwards? How could this be 100 inches and this be 130, which you described on camera? Which means this is 130 and this would be 150, which means the spandex surface you have here would have never fit if that was so. And you never mentioned anything about spandex, you said you had to paint it in. Oh, boy, this guy lies a lot. He lies a lot. All right, let me see. Let's go over here and see if we can track down a black Frankenstein. He says he has a black Frankenstein paint. That's what he's claiming. Frankenstein mix. Let's see if we can find a black one if he has one. Claims to have this black Frankenstein paint. Let's see what he has. Go to YouTube. Man, I'm going to start that lawsuit early. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going over to City Hall with what I have over here, and I'm going to take that over there and begin the filing. I'm going to give everything off to him, and he's going to go from there. Boy, I can't wait. I told you. I literally just sat there on camera and said I'm going to have a process server by Christmas at your front door. I'm going to get it there quick. I want $100,000, man. That's what you're going to pay me for posting my picture like that. 100 grand. And you can sit there and say, well, I ain't paying anything. Jamie, I know where you live at. I have your address. I know where you lay your head at the end of the day. Heck, I even know where you work at. So yeah, I'm going to have a process server at your front door. Except for the difference between this process server and shows up, we're going to have plenty of time to serve you. Which means he's going to sit outside your apartment complex waiting for you to come out. So how are you going to go to work? You got to figure out something. Because you don't get to be on run. Well, you better figure out something because you're getting served, buddy. You're going to be coming down here to Philadelphia. If you decide to not show up, or actually Pennsylvania, we're in Allentown. If you decide not to show up, it's not going to help you. I'm going to execute judgment on you, which means I'm going to freeze your bank account, credit cards, everything. And then I'm going to have a process server over in California to come over and get your stuff, which the sheriff's department will come get your stuff. And you'll see some guys pop up on your porch. They'll be with some officers, and they're going to be with a big truck, and they're going to clear your place out until you equal up to $100,000 with interest. So you figure it out. Boy, that cost you, buddy. I tell you, I got to show my buddy. Like, look, he was that stupid to do a picture right directly on his page. Man, and on top of that, we got lawsuits coming toward Wix, which are worth millions of dollars for that whole copyright nonsense that went on. Can't get any better than that, boy. Put it small on my face. You know, been better if you just took it and just basically just kept your mouth shut. But you gave me even more ammunition at the end of the day. That doesn't make me upset. I got evidence of you, man, basically abusing your website on my cell phone, man. And the lawyer's right underneath me. Good luck on that, buddy. Oh, Bear got a pizza. But somebody look for this real quick. Let's see what we got here. Frankenstein mix. Let's see if we got one. Pre-coded screen. 100-inch pre-coated screen. Oh, forgot. 100-inch acoustic pre-coated screen. Can't forget that one. See if we can find you. Boy, I couldn't ask for anything better, man. I'm gonna get 100 grand out of him. He got it. Hopefully you better have it. You ain't got it, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Mind you don't pay the whole thing, it comes with interest. So you have to pay the interest on it. And you still have the other lawsuits kicking in. But I'm gonna start with this one first. See, that's the reason why we have lawsuits for days for Jamie. Jamie just kept doing dumb stuff over and over again. So we just kept refreshing the statute of limitations. We never could run out because he just kept doing dumb stuff. So now I'm going to take this down to City Hall, and with the buddy downstairs, I'm going to show him after this. He's going to be laughing his head off, telling me he is that stupid. Like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And Jamie, we know where you live at, apartment E. And you can sit there and say, oh, you just doxed me. No, you didn't. You can go right there. Anybody can find you. As a matter of fact, he has your address too. Because we went over to the LLC, not LLC, it was LC, and we went over and pulled up all your information. He knows where you live at. So there's Attorney General office too. They know where you live at. All right, I'm gonna see you real soon. I can't wait to meet you. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Want to put another one up there? Hey, why don't you put my Oh wait, you put my face up there. How can you put one of my copyright symbols up there? Why ain't you put one of them up there? Oh, because you know better. You know what's about to happen to you. You know you're going to jail. That's why. You see, you didn't put none of my copyrights up there, did he? Go ahead, put a copyright there and see what happens. You already know, but it's too late now. Ain't nothing you can do now. You're gonna go to jail for that. So you're done. And if you notice he ain't putting them copyrights up there, ain't put the cube up there. You know why he ain't put it up there? Because from the door he already know he's in trouble. He knows he's gonna go to jail. That's why. That's why he didn't put it up there. You thought you put my face up there, it's not gonna happen. Man, that's defamation, man, right there. That's an automatic lawsuit right there. I'm gonna see it for a minute. Can you go to jail for defamation? My lawyer looking at this. See if we can get you a year in jail. Oh, and it's called cyber stalking too. I forgot about that because that is cyber stalking. Because we have a history of you stalking me. Gotta put that up too. Hold on for a minute. How much jail time can you get for cyber stalking?
5 years. According to Online Harassment Field Manual, PEN America, penalties include...
I'm filing charges against you tomorrow.
Imprisonment for not more than 5 years. Longer terms of imprisonment if death or injury results.
I'm getting you 5 years, Jamie. I'm going tomorrow morning. I'm going to the Allentown Police Department. I'm taking this document with me with the lawyer's information and everything. And I'm going to file criminal charges against you for cyber stalking. And I also have a ton of information already in your system of showing you stalking me from the door. I'm going to press execute on this as fast as I possibly can. Oh, yes, sirree. You get 5 years. Mind you, now for Jamie's in the orders, this fight, dude, you're in 5 years, and you got nasty with some heavy family members on my other end. They ain't forgetting that at the end of the day, so to let you know. Let me explain to you about jail, Jamie. You understand this. 5 minutes in jail can change your life. 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. You can walk in that unit and you can look at somebody the wrong way, or somebody can look at you the wrong way, and 5 minutes, that fast, it can spark off that quick, that fast. When you walk into that environment, unless you know somebody, unless you're connected to somebody or something that you know you're not fresh meat while you're in there, they're going to look at you that way. Somebody at the end of the day going to try you. So just to be in that situation for a hot 5 minutes is all it takes. And you're going to spend 5 years in that dip. Because we got enough information on you. I got reports already in Allentown Police Department showing you stalking me. So I'm going to file for cyber stalking charges against you, and I'm going to file a $100,000 lawsuit against you. And that's just to get started. That's just to get started. That's a beginning stage. But just to show you I'm in business, tomorrow morning I'll show you my docket. You gave me just what I said the other day, you let your emotions get the best of you. Now, if I went out and I posted your picture and did the same thing, you could come after me, right? But I'm not stupid that way because I know this already. So you think I think he thinks I posted his picture because we got you on a video, basically scamming people. Jamie, that's not altering your picture in any way whatsoever. We can do that. We can have you on our website like that because in those videos clearly shows evidence of you scamming and ripping off your customers and your stuff matching house paint. So tell me where that's basically posting your face without your permission. It's not. You made the video. Did I make that picture? No. You went and found my picture, you altered and changed it, and you posted it to your website. Lawsuit. So again, you're done. But I'm going to start the ball rolling with this one first. So we're going to Allentown Police Department. I'm going to go file a charge against you. Get that done, get that out of the way, and then take that docket and go over to the court and basically get ready to process of filing a lawsuit against you for defamation. And then give that information to my buddy downstairs, and he's going to take it to court, get all the paperwork ready to go, and get you in there for $100 grand. And then once we get that done, we'll get a process server to come to your front door, let you know you got a summon to be in court because you're being sued, but also too, you got criminal charges you have to show up. And if you don't show up to those, buddy, I will make sure that we get somebody in your neck of the woods to get a warrant for your arrest. So you better hope to tell exactly where you're at. Because if you don't tell where you're at after your landlord kicks you out, they're going to put a warrant for your arrest. I will make sure somebody comes to California to follow that paperwork to make sure they can find out where you're at to get a warrant for your arrest. Or give you a warrant automatically from the door. You'll be hunted. So you better give up information. See the situation you just got yourself in? And see the ammunition you just put in my hand just a few minutes ago? Jeez, man, you make it so easy. All right, let me go get this real quick. Cyber stalking, 5 years. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. That'll definitely work. But we got other cases of cyber stalking too, so I'm gonna add all those in there with it. And then on top of that, we have the other defamation lawsuits on top of that. We're suing you. We got 4 or 5 coming up at around $12,000 a pop. They add up to like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000. But this is when we're gonna start the ball rolling first. Man, you can't get any more better than that. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're stupid. I have to say, you have to be as dumb as they get. Who in their right mind does anything that stupid? As a matter of fact, I don't even need to look at anything else. I'm happy. I got more than what I wanted. Well, Jamie, I'll see you in court real soon. And you're still at your address, right? Let me see. Your LLC. Make sure you didn't pay for this thing. This LLC is still understanding it's supposed to be, because I want to basically go in and bring that up in court too. I'm going to talk to your landlord about this, about your LLC that's sitting on this building. A long talk with him about that. And keep in mind, Jamie, you started a ripple effect. See, let me explain to you how this is going to turn out. I'm going to go to Allentown. I'm going to file charges against you for doing what you just did. I'm going to go to Wix and file charges against your account. That, put all the information. We all have all that there, so it's all documented. Then once I'm done all that, I'm going to take your docket number. Once we get it and everything's filed, I'm going to go over to the courthouse and I'm going to file a lawsuit against you, which I'm going to let my buddy downstairs. He's going to take care of the rest from there, and we're good from there. He's the one that's going to drop all the paperwork and everything has to be done with the courts and so forth and so forth. And keep in mind, since you do already have criminal charges against you, and again, once the process server does go to your door and basically gets either you or your wife served, he's going to reach out to your landlord. We want to make sure that. And when I have a long talk with your landlord, I'm explaining to him how we've had a lot of problems with you stalking our company, stalking our family, and it was coming from the apartment. Yeah. So we had the process server come to your apartment for copyright infringement. We want to know if he had any involvement in this whatsoever, because if he does want to file a lawsuit against him, and he's not going to like the word lawsuit against him in any way whatsoever. So what he's going to do is he's going to remove you out of the building, because he has to. Or he's going to get sued. But before you go, I'm going to let him know that your LLC sits on his building, because that's how we're able to find him, because he's running his business as if his business is your business, because your LLC is sitting there. And where he's going to request for you to remove it. You can't remove it because you're missing a very sensitive document involving your LLC. And because you're missing that document, you can't liquidate the LLC. And because you can't liquidate the LLC, because you committed perjury against the United States government for basically going in and lying about your company's age. See the Pandora's box you just opened up for yourself that quick, that fast? So he's going to pressure you every day. He's even going to get a lawyer after you to remove it off his building. You can't do it because you lied on your LLC, right? So that means you're going to have to contact these people over here. California Secretary of State, which you're going to have to reach out to. And California Secretary of State is going to say, Mr. Fernando, we need these documents because we can't liquidate it. And that's when they're going to do some research, and they're going to find out that your business has been around a lot longer than that. And committing perjury is more jail time on top of that. All that triggered off. We could have done this easier, faster, but all that triggered off in the picture you sent over. Because we have stuff on you already. Let me see. Crow. That's why he did the whole fake move thing. He was trying to get us off his back. He was trying to get agencies off his back. He's in a lot of trouble. Crows1176. And you did all that because you got mad because We came in and showed where you were doing things you shouldn't have been doing. Nobody made anything up about you. Not one person. Just you in the video, matching house paint, right? That's you on your site claiming that these pictures for this 100-inch spandex screen came from the church. We saw pictures in the church where the preacher wasn't happy, and you made statements like, well, just trying to chuckle, like, well, that's how it is, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And sit there and lie to him and tell him that the darker side with no light is better, and it's doing a better job, even though it's in the dark. Even admitted it was in the dark. Well, it's in the dark and all. And you still lied in the church to a preacher. But even worse, you used the pictures from the church to try to scam people into something else. So now, you got mad over that because you got outed, and you let your emotions get the best of you, and took a picture and posted up there, thought it'd be funny, and I would be so embarrassed to see that. No, you put a smile on my face, because now that means I already have lawsuits against you, but this is right here now. That means I can just go in and get this taken care of. I got a lawyer downstairs all ready to go. You made it easier. Got it recorded, got pictures of it, everything. And you're not exactly hard to find, are you? Because you're still in the same building. You're still there. He knows. Everyone we got in Allentown, police department, FBI, they know exactly where you're at. And as you can see right here, your statement of due date information has still not been completed. And we're about to be in 2025, and this document is not done yet. So that means that this LLC is still sitting on your landlord's building. And he's going to want it removed. And you can't remove it because you're going to have to come up with those documents. And those documents will show that your business has been around a lot longer than that. Well, that's perjury. Very serious document. Anyone can come in here and bring up the document if you want. Full document. This is full document on his LLC. And you can't sit there and say people basically doxed your address, because they didn't. Your address is public domain. It's for everybody. Everybody knows where you're at. You put it down as your business as being, this is where people locate you at, right? Right there. State of California, right there. Right there it says limited liability company's name. There you go. Crows1176 LLC. It says right there principal address. There you are. 1714. Right there. Your address is right there, buddy. That's where we sent the process server, came to your front door. Even confirm it was you. That's your address. Over here, mailing address. Right there, same as right there. Over here, California Required Corporation Agreement. Agreed. Right there, showing these attorneys that signed off. The attorney has signed off from LegalZoom. All right there. Everything is right there. But the only problem we have here is that you lied. Your company's not 5 months old. It's a lot longer than that. And then once they reach out, well, we got some documents for them too. Your receipts showing that you were doing business, and videos showing you're doing business not longer than 5 months. You see that right there, Mr. Fernando? It's even got your face on it right there on this receipt, showing that we purchased a product from you. Or not only that, with the company's name, actually a corporation, a business named Frankenstein, that we can show that basically you also ripped off and used their trademark without their permission and didn't pay them out any royalties. See the domino effect that you got yourself into? See, listening to the devil. That's what the devil will do to you. And you can't sit there and they say, well, but no, buddy, you scam people, man. You're a ripoff artist. This is what you do. You got caught. He literally got mad and did what he did because he got exposed even more of basically matching house paint. All right, buddy. That's basically about it for me. Thank you for that tidbit right there. That's my birthday gift and Christmas gift all wrapped up in one. I'm going to show him downstairs. I know he's going to look at it like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yeah, you're done. You understand me? You're done. You're leaving the building, so you know that. I want you to know that 100%. You explain to your wife why you're going to have to be getting an eviction notice to leave the building. Because if your landlord doesn't do it and we find out he's cahoots with it, because it's going to go bad for him. Very bad. So again, seems like a pretty old guy, a nice dude. At the end of the day, I really would have to take his building from him. I would have to have it go down that way, and I think the tenants in that building wouldn't like it either. Unless he's got insurance on that building, he can pay what we're about to ask for. Now he's got insurance on it. Hey, we'll pay for that. We won't take the building. I don't care about it. He's going to pay what we ask for. We're going to ask for a couple $1 million. So he's not going to pay out a couple $1 million to me. He's going to get you out of the building. You're not that valuable to him. He's going to let you go. And I know for a fact, because I've actually moved, unlike you, and I've actually leased out a couple of places. And if you commit any kind of criminal activity while you're in any of these establishments, that basically pushes for eviction. And we have dockets on you that are with his address sitting on it, not your address, Mr. Fernando. You don't own the apartment. He owns it. His apartment is on those police dockets. His apartment is on the court dockets. His apartment's on the lawsuit dockets. So he's going to be informed sooner or later. One of these agencies is going to reach out to him and say, hey, look, and if he looks it up, court records pop up. It's going to show that your apartment is showing up. It's only a matter of time. But I'm going to make sure I quicken that process for you. So you sending me that, again, doesn't make me angry. It just, in the back of my head, is think, how stupid is this guy? I fall asleep. How dumb can you be? I mean, you got enough stuff on you already. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, man. You're going to go to jail. That's definitely going to happen. I know you're scared. I would be scared to death, too. Copyright, oof, that's serious jail time. You're going to lose everything. Your wife's going to divorce you. I'm going to tell you right from the door. She don't divorce you. She gets wind and find out, and she contacts me. I'm going to tell her the truth. Everything. She's going to contact me. I'm going to let you know that. She'll sneak and call me. She is. I'm going to tell her what happened. Everything. Your husband got an opportunity to get out of this situation. He didn't take it. Here we go. Anyway, I'm going to send her the documents. Everything she needs to know. She can contact the law enforcement officer. She can contact the judge. She can contact the processor. Anybody she wants, she can contact them. I'm going to give it all to her. I'm pretty sure you've been lying to her. But when she finds out that we would have let it go over the cease and desist order that was sent to you and you did nothing about it, she's going to let you go. And she's going to know about it. You can't hide it. Process servers are coming to your front door, Jamie. You can't hide it. What are you going to say to her? You must have lied to her pretty good for that first one. Guarantee you for the next 10 are going to be coming to your door. I don't know how you're going to get out of that one. And you might not be that long. Neighbors hear somebody beating on your door screaming, process server! I'm going to start the ball rolling right away. I literally just said that a few minutes ago. That we're going to file one of these in December right now. And look what you gave me. Thank you. Okay. Like I said, you notice you put that cube up there. Go put the cube up there. You're doing over 80 years in jail right now. You're going to get over 80 years in jail. You got a will and fee lawsuit coming out. Every lawyer I spoke to about this, about what you did to copyrights, all they did was like, well, hope you're going to be comfortable with this decision. That means you're not getting out. So right now, I see what you're showing. You're just angry. You're mad. You're upset. That's why you're doing it, because you're angry. But it's getting you in more trouble, man. More trouble, man. More and more trouble. Look how fast he removed it. Scared. I told you. He's scared. I told you. Look how fast he removed it. He's scared. Too late. Already got it on here. You're done. It's already recorded. So you're getting kicked out of your building. So you know that. Look how fast he removed it. Scared. Look how scared he is. He got scared and removed it. Look at him. Told you. Jamie act like he's tough on camera all the time. He do. He knows 100% he's going to jail. He knows 100% he's going to spend the rest of his life behind bars. He's terrified. He may get on camera and act like nothing's going to happen to him, like nobody can touch him, but he's scared. He is scared. Look how fast he removed it. Too late, buddy. My lawyer down. When I get off this phone right now, I'm going to go talk to my lawyer friend downstairs. We're going to start up one on you. We're going to come see you. We'll have a process server come to your front door. I'm going to make sure that they serve you at the end of the day. I'm gonna have pictures and documents on my side. You don't show up for court, that lawsuit still goes through for $100K. And you can't pay it, I will have a sheriff's department and I will have a debt collector come to your front door and clean your house out. Freeze your banking accounts, everything. Do you understand me? What's going to happen to you? And I'm not done with you yet. I'm going to have a nice conversation with your landlord. I'm going to get you removed out of your building. And then when I'm done with there, I'll file the copyright lawsuits against you and everything else we got. Man, our hours will blot out the sun. I told you, I warned you, man. You don't listen. And then you're going to get scared. You show me a sign of fear. See, the thing about it is, man, most people will stand their ground. They will. You're showing fear already. There's blood in the water. And sharks are coming. Look at that. He removed it. Look at how fast he removed it. They don't make it go away. Just because you deleted it don't make it go away. Jamie, we just documented that. We got it all recorded now. LLC. We're having a problem with a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, who has Crow Screen Paint mixes. Apparently took a picture of me. And sorry, I put your eyes down for a minute. Took a picture of me and basically deformed the picture. As you can see, this is right here directly on his website. Put it in this website marketplace, as you can see right here. At the bottom, he's claiming that I'm a. You're done. I documented already on my second phone, and I got it documented here. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go down to Allentown Police Department. I'm gonna file a charge against you for cyber stalking, cyber harassment, cyber bullying. When we get done with that, get the docket for that, I'm gonna go pop over to City Hall and I'm gonna file a civil lawsuit against you for $100,000, maybe $150,000, for basically defamation. Whatever else they can put in that charge. So I can take my docket number from the police, take it over to them, and begin the charge with that, because we have to have that docket number together. And then once all that's done, I go over here and link it up to my attorney, and he's going to go and he's going to begin the process of following all the proper paperwork to get you into a courtroom. And then after all that's done and everything's been approved, then we get a process server to come to your door. And if your wife reaches out to me, and she will reach out to me, once those process servers go beating down that door every single day to get your hands on you, she's going to reach out to me. She can feel free to call me anytime she wants to. I'm going to give her a little message. I'm going to talk to her. I'm not going to be disrespectful because I'm not that type of person at the end of the day. I respect everybody. She contacts me, I'm going to just let her know from the door. I'm sorry you'll be going through this situation, but your husband didn't listen when we warned him multiple times not to touch copyrights, not to carry on, and we'll give her all the evidence she needs. That's it. I guarantee you, at the end of the day, Mr. Fernando, you're going to find yourself with a divorce. Look how fast he removed the picture that quick. Because in fear, your wife's going to leave you, and your wife is going to leave you. Besides, you're going to jail forever, so she's going to meet somebody else. You can't get mad about that. It's true. She's going to meet somebody else. That's the end of that. But you did it to yourself. You have no one to blame for anything that's about to happen to you. You have no one to blame but yourself. Let your emotions get the best of you. Emotions get the best of you. And we just had this conversation before about letting your emotions get the best of you. Something. All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go up your site. I seen, but you basically didn't post my copyrighted material, did you? Or you already know from the door you're doomed. You're done already. You're done. You're done. We got enough evidence to bury you forever. You're done. You already know from the door. See, I told you, he acts bold that way because he thinks he can do whatever he wants to do, and he thinks there's no consequences. But Jamie already knows. He knows what's about to happen to him. What Jamie did, what Jamie went out and did, what most people do. and ask questions. Pretty sure you went to a lawyer and had a conversation with him, and you probably say, hey, look, can this guy send me to jail on his copyrights? Let me explain to you. I told you about this before. Any lawyer is going to go dig my copyrights up. They're going to dig them up to make sure I'm legit and I'm real. Because if my stuff isn't legit and real, and say I can't back myself up and it's not real, then I'm basically, you can turn around and sue me for harassment. So I guarantee you, as the lawyers did here, they looked at my copyrights. And the lawyer did look at my copyrights. And I guarantee he came back and said, Mr. Fernando, you may have a problem on your hands. Those copyrights are real. And he's going to ask you a question like, how many times did you touch them? That's what they're always asked, that question. How many times did you touch them? Did you touch them over 5 times? Did you touch them over 10 times? What did you do? Now, you're going to have to tell them the truth, because if you don't, they're going to contact me. They're definitely going to contact me and have a conversation with me and ask me what went on, and I'm going to tell them what happened, and I'm going to show them the evidence. So you're going to tell them that you did touch my copyrights more than 10 times. So he's going to tell you, well, that falls in the guideline of willfully, which means carries jail time, serious jail time, and massive lawsuits. He's going to explain to you have to get a criminal defense attorney, and that you're going to, you're going to ask him, am I going to jail? And he's going to tell you, yes, you're going to go to jail. You're going to ask him how long you might have jail time you have to do. He's going to tell you it's going to be quite lengthy. It's a very serious charge. But wait till he gets the kicker when he finds there were 2 of them that you hit. The Black Series edition, and you hit the Crystal Edge. And we got evidence on both of those too, also. In video recordings, streams, all that showing us having a conversation, you posting our copyrights without our permission. So he's probably going to tell you from the door, you're going to be in jail for a while. Now, I'm pretty sure you went to another attorney and you got the same thing he told you. And you probably went to another one, they told you the same thing. And you probably asked family members and they all told you the same thing. Some people will ask the same question over and over and over again, hopefully just to find one person that will basically agree with them. It's human nature behavior. And that's what you did. But you can't find anybody because everybody knows the law behind copyrights, how it works. So you already know. It's just a matter of time, Mr. Fernando. It's a matter of time before it comes all together. But right now, this right here we have, this is going to come together even faster. Literally just said to me, do you have anything recently? And bam, thank you so much. That's what you gave me recently. 100K. Man, civil courts. This civil court's about 100,000. About 100,000, 100,000. Yeah, about 100,000. That's about that much. Yeah. And you got to pay interest. You got to pay all court costs and all that. Now, if you don't show up, you still get hit. That's all. You don't have to show up. You don't have to really show up for that. If you do show up and you pop over here in Pennsylvania, remember I got criminal charges on you. I have another set of criminal charges on you as of tomorrow, so I can have you arrested right on the spot. You won't go home. So just don't show up. You can't fight your case anyway. You don't have a chance of winning. Just might have saying California, take the hit. And just so you know, you understand this, that the sheriff's department, when they come up, debt collectors, they don't come up like right after it happens. So you just never know when these guys are going to pop up. I can tell you one thing, if you had any good credit, it's going now. Definitely that's going to be going. It's straight all that. Within that lawsuit, keep in mind, I can take anything I want. I can pretty much take, like I said, I can garnish your paycheck. You'll be working for me. I can take a percentage of your check out of you. I can take your income tax. I can take your death insurance. Take college fund money. Anything. If I find out that your wife had anything to do with this, or I find she knew, and the timeline you were in, which I find impossible that she didn't know, I could file a lawsuit against her too. But I'd be happy with the divorce. See how fast he removed it? Because I bet you him and his wife had a conversation about it. I guarantee you they did. I guarantee that first process server came to his door because he was talking to her. He wasn't talking to Jamie. Jamie ran. Apparently she turned around and said, what the heck did you tell? Guarantee you she screamed at him. She definitely screamed at him. And I bet she made all these promises. He was never going to do it again and this, that, and the other. Yeah. You're looking at losing your wife. That's why he turned around. You notice the minute I mentioned about him getting that divorce popping up. Look how fast he removed that picture off his site. How quick he took it off. Well, that's too late, buddy. We already got it documented, recorded, got pictures of it, everything. I even got the link at the bottom where it came from Wix. So we're going to reach out to them, talk to them again, because I hope they ignore it, because I'm suing them already, again, for basically for the copyrights. We got you basically talking about email and sending out the stuff. Oh, man, it's going to be good, man, at the end of the day. You have messed up again, didn't you? If your wife reaches out to me, I'm going to let her know what you did. I'm going to send her any documents she needs. I'm going to let her know that, you know, we did give you an opportunity. I think she's going to be really mad. She sees that cease and desist order that we gave the opportunity to get out of this situation. You didn't take it. I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin, so to speak. And I think basically at the end of the day, she's going to let you go. Besides, you're never getting out anyway, so what's the point? Let's just recap on this, Mr. Fernando, so you know exactly what's going to happen to you. How much jail time can you get for copyright infringement? Boy, this is not going to go well for you, man. Now, Mr. Fernando, you can be sitting there saying that, Mr. Burr, you're enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this at all, period. You did it. You did something stupid. You got to man up for it. You got to. Don't blame anybody else. Blame yourself. You did this to yourself. Remember, you did this to yourself. You have no one to blame but yourself. When I got locked up, I didn't blame anybody else but me. I was responsible for that. I did that. I made that mistake. Right? There we go. United States Department of Justice. Right there, Mr. Fernando. Which got up 10 years and a $250,000 fine. And this is going to be willfully, because you did too many of them. Willfully. Let me see. Copyright infringement and willfully. You're in the category of willfully because you did it over and over again, which means you knew exactly what you were doing. So, definitely not going to go well. To willfully infringement, defendant must have actual knowledge of the infringement that's acted with reckless disregard. That's what the willfully stands for. So basically, so you can refresh your memory, Mr. Fernando, because I know you're terrified right now. Willfully infringement copyrights. Defendant must have not acted knowledgeable of the infringement, to have acted with a reckless disregard or willfully blindness, which means that you knew 100% what you were doing and you continue, which we have multiple pictures off your site of you telling us, oops, did it again. Oops, this belonged to me. Oops, and it's just doing all kinds of slander and writing stuff all over our copyrights. You knew what you were doing. So that right there carries heavier jail time. And roughly around 20 years per offense. And you have 63 with one of them. That's what I mean. But at the end of the day, people, he's never going to go home. He's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. That's where he's going to go. Punitively damage. It's going to hit you with everything. I told you, I'm going to hit you with everything. Punitively damages everything we can hit you with. We're going to hit you with it. In that courtroom. Then we're going to show basically the Frankenstein, how you basically went in and you ripped them off and you're making money off of them, showing you have a history of robbing people and disregarding their trademarks and copyrights, doing whatever the heck you want to do. But first, I want to start the ball rolling with this and seeing you take that off. Everybody saw you on YouTube, saw you put it up there to be nasty and then take it off real quick. Because you already know. The fact that you removed it, you already know you're in trouble. Now you did it because you're angry and upset, and then now you got a chance to calm down. You took it off. I bet you right now you're regretting your decision right now. But too late. Tomorrow we start. So I got everything on my phone. I'm gonna go talk to the fellow downstairs, their law firm, and let's see you soon, Mr. Fernando, in court. Gotta go.